Just to be sure, there's a spoiler. Rick and Morty Season 8's second episode featured Rick and Space Beth battling against the Gromflomites, but Rick's inside man never showed up, with the post-credit scene showcasing exactly what happened to Cisco. Considering how infrequently Rick places his trust in people, it was a huge shock hearing him have so much faith in a character we'd never seen before, which Space Beth also calls out. Surprisingly, the protagonist remains adamant that Cisco will show up, carrying out his plan as intended, yet Cisco is nowhere to be seen until Rick and Morty Season 8's latest post-credits scene. Fortunately, Rick and Space Beth managed to improvise and take down their foes in the end with the help of a few familiar faces, but it left questions about why Rick had so much confidence in the first place. While Season 8 has continued exposing Rick's flaws, he is hardly known for being over-reliant on people, suggesting something major must have happened for his ally to go rogue. Hilariously, the real reason for Cisco's absence is far more in line with Rick and Morty's usual dark humor, and he will be desperate to avoid Rick finding out the truth. Welcome to Movie Spy. Cisco didn't help Rick and Space Beth because he took too many drugs in Valkyric. The post-credits scene revealed Cisco completely forgot about his job with Rick. While Rick may have assumed Cisco had some sort of family emergency or an equally valid excuse for not showing, the character had actually taken too many drugs and simply forgot about the mission. In Season 8, Episode 2's post-credits scene, Cisco wakes up in a panic, realizing he had completely missed the job that Rick had seemingly already paid him for. When his partner, Sandy, asks what's wrong, Cisco desperately throws on some clothes before saying, "Remember the space guy that paid me all that money to do that thing?" Well, Sandy responds by asking, "Does the space guy know you have a drug problem?" with Cisco claiming he didn't before he met her. After he apologizes, Cisco is offered more drugs, which he happily accepts. It's exactly the sort of crazy gag that has earned Rick and Morty Season 8 such good reviews so far, perfectly explaining the mystery around Cisco's absence with some lighthearted humor. The topic of drug addiction itself is naturally a heavy one, but the animated show was playful in its approach and gave audiences an unnecessary but welcome conclusion to the side character's story. Considering he put his uniform on immediately after remembering his commitment, it appears Cisco did genuinely intend to help Rick and Space Beth, but his overindulgence presumably caused him to pass out, hence why he missed the job completely. Cisco's hilarious cameo sets up future Rick and Morty appearances. Rick may get a chance to confront Cisco for the botched mission in future Rick and Morty episodes. The Cisco gag may have been nothing more than a silly joke to help close out the episode, but it does set up the potential for future Rick and Morty appearances. Adult Swim's hit show is no stranger to following up on seemingly meaningless gags like this, and there are countless hilarious ways to bring Cisco back. The series could have Rick rely on Cisco once again in the future, with the protagonist extra sure he'll deliver this time, only for things to play out in the exact same way. Likewise, Rick could confront Cisco about his absence, where the latter may open up about his drug problem, leading to an unexpectedly heartfelt moment. It could also be interesting to explore their history together, since Rick's faith in Cisco suggests they have a relationship stemming back years, whereas Cisco describing Rick as the space guy indicates they've barely met. Regardless of whether Rick holds a grudge or completely forgives his ally, it would be great to see Cisco pop up again in the future, and he could even become one of the franchise's best side characters. Therefore, the Gromflomites cameo in Valkyric could be the start of an interesting arc in Rick and Morty, and I hope the series does find a way to utilize Cisco down the line. Thanks for watching.